What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Moises Caicedo, and this transfer saga is the craziest transfer saga in the past 20 years of Liverpool's history. I've been a Liverpool fan since 2001 and I've never seen a crazier transfer saga than this. Where do you think Moises Caicedo will end up? Will we even see a resolution today? Because we expected the Moises Caicedo situation to be resolved for the past 3 days. Almost every day I woke up and surely today we will find out where Moises Caicedo is going. And also we will have a major update on Romeo Lavia's situation, and we will also preview the Chelsea-Liverpool game. It's absolutely poetic that these two clubs who are going head to head against each other are also going head to head for Moises Caicedo. Many people build this the Caicedo derby. Let me know what is your score prediction for the Chelsea-Liverpool game, and leave a like on this video if you are excited for the game and if you enjoy these videos. And I think whatever happens, I don't think Moises Caicedo will be presented either as a Chelsea or a Liverpool player today in this game. What is the most important is Liverpool are still holding firm, and Liverpool are still the only club with a bid accepted by Brighton for Moises Caicedo. Chelsea, even though they have said and they have briefed Fabrizio Romano, who is in Chelsea's pocket, and they are briefing Sky Sports journalists, London journalists, that the bid is coming of 115 million. That bid still hasn't arrived because they need to outbid Liverpool by a considerable margin. Brighton won't just accept a 1 million bid more than what Liverpool are offering. And also what is important is Liverpool are bidding 111 million pounds, and 50 million pounds of that is cash up front, plus the payment terms are pretty close to each other. Chelsea want to give a Moises Caicedo an 8 plus 1 year contract. How is this legal? How can Chelsea give a 9-year contract to Moises Caicedo, and probably they want to pay in installments and probably in players? Chelsea have around 70 million pounds cash, plus they wanted to offer players on top of that, but Brighton rejected that straight away. And I think it's very telling that Liverpool still haven't pulled out, because they know if Chelsea can't come up with the money, sooner or later Brighton will have enough and they will say, you know what, we need the money to replace Moises Caicedo, so we accepted Liverpool's offer. Chelsea, they should go away and Moises Caicedo should go to Liverpool. But that's the thing, Brighton can't force Caicedo to sign a contract with Liverpool. That's the tricky thing. If Moises Caicedo really wanted to join Liverpool, if Moises Caicedo's first choice was Liverpool, he would have already done the medical on Friday. But equally it's true that if Chelsea didn't have a problem with financial fair play, then they would have already bid more than Liverpool and they would have already sealed this Caicedo transfer. I think personally the agent is engineering a move towards Chelsea, and the agent is pushing Caicedo towards Chelsea because Chelsea promised a huge bonus, a huge big fat paycheck for the agent himself and the agency that is representing Moises Caicedo. But Caicedo himself, he doesn't mind. He would love to play for Arsenal, for Liverpool, for Chelsea. He just wants to go to a bigger club. He just wants to go to the next level. But surely if Moises Caicedo had any sense, or if he had good people advising him and not this slimy rat of an agent, surely Moises Caicedo would have said, this is damaging my reputation, let's go to Liverpool, let's see the medical, let's sign the contract, because this is dragging on for now almost half a week. And I think we can be glad that at least Brighton didn't allow Chelsea to parade Moises Caicedo at Stamford Bridge today, because that would be just an absolute dagger to Liverpool hearts. And this is exactly the kind of thing that an egocentric showman, an egomaniac like Todd Bowley was desperate to do. He wanted to rub Liverpool's nose in it. That's why Chelsea are trying to sign Romeo Lavia as well, because he's a Liverpool target. And I at least have hope that Romeo Lavia wants to join Liverpool. It's a reverse situation. It's Chelsea who had a 55 million pound offer accepted for Romeo Lavia, but because Romeo Lavia wants to sign for Liverpool, he's stalling on the deal. But surely Chelsea can't afford 150 million and and another 55 million. That's 170 million pounds on Caicedo and Lavia. Surely they can't afford to get both players away from Liverpool, because it's absolutely scandalous. Alex Crook is reporting that talks are ongoing between Chelsea and Southampton, a willingness on both sides to agree a deal, and he's also told it would be in addition to an agreement with Brighton about Caicedo. This is absolutely crazy. Financial fair play literally doesn't exist, and Chelsea want to divide these prices on an 8 or 9 year contract so they can amortize the price of the player, the transfer fee, throughout 8 or 9 years. Surely this should be made illegal. Surely Chelsea cannot make this work. Surely they must get points deduction, and we have a brilliant thread about that. The relatively simple explanation, because many of us, Chelsea needs something like a 450 million pound profit from this season and next season, last season and this season, the player trading from last season and this season to balance the trading loss of the last 3 years. They sold players last season for around 100 million. This season it's around 75 million by selling Mount, Pulisic, and of course other players. And Chelsea are desperate to try to loan out Kepa, even though selling him would probably be more profitable for Chelsea. And that's why Chelsea are stalling this deal. They want to try and sell as many players as possible so they can throw all the money that they have towards Moises Caicedo, because Todd Bowley is doing this out of ego, out of principle. He just wants to get one over Liverpool. And also it's very significant that the Liverpool owner, FSG, John W. Henry, and FSG executives are flying to London today from the USA, so something major should go down today, and there should be big negotiating between Liverpool and Brighton, Liverpool and of course the Premier League as well. We should ask the Premier League, how can Chelsea do this with the financial fair play rules in place? Because it's an absolute joke. Chelsea are about 40-50 million pounds short at least, and Chelsea could get points deduction because they are well on course to breach the 105 million pound limit. A points deduction for Chelsea would be a highly likely outcome, and I think we can safely say that financial and legal advisors have been advocating for Chelsea to walk away from this Caicedo deal, because the larger the loss, the larger the points deduction could be that Chelsea could get even this season. The Caicedo situation seems to have become a matter of pride for the Chelsea owner, Todd Bowley, and he makes it a lot more about pride over logic, and he may be willing to sacrifice points as well as a potential ban from UEFA competition in order to get this deal over the line and to get one over Liverpool. But Todd Bowley and John W. Henry had rivalries in Major League Baseball in the USA, so they have history, and I think the fact that John Henry is flying to London signals that this is very significant, and something major is going to go down today and next week. Whatever happens, I just want Liverpool to invest this 110 million pounds that we have very smartly. And if we miss out on Caicedo, if we miss out on Lavia, let's get another 2 defensive midfielders in. Let's get Inacio in of Sporting Lisbon, a brilliant left-sided centre-back. He has a release clause of around 40 million pounds. But surely Chelsea cannot get the Caicedo and Lavia deals done. Both of them, it would cost them 170 million pounds. And if Caicedo does end up at Chelsea, at least we made Chelsea well overpay. 115, 120 million pounds is an incredible amount of money. And Virgil van Dijk also came out today and he said that he's aware of all the ongoing Liverpool transfer speculation, as I think a lot of Liverpool players are aware of all the speculation. He said the thing is whether we need to sign a player or for a particular position, yes or no. Any top club at the moment would love to improve their squad. Why wouldn't we as players want to improve our squad either. We all want quality signings, and that's what Liverpool have done so far. So we trust the club. I definitely trust the club. They did quite good business over the last years, so why not now as well? If you follow social media or anything, you get dizzy with the names. So I think everyone is saying names just to be the first one to say names nowadays. It's speculation, and they try to guess names to put fuel on the fire and stuff, and that's how the internet works. And you know, so what I've said already before, we trust the club, we play for the club, and we trust the club to do the right thing for the club, and we will see what happens in the next couple of weeks. If you watch social media, if you watch all the other stuff, and you see us linked with almost every midfielder in the world or any other player, and everyone is a sporting director nowadays on social media, then you know you get dizzy. So just wait and see. We have professionals working on it, and like I said, I trust the club, and that's the most important thing. Obviously, I'm very excited for what I'm seeing, the players coming in. They are high quality, good guys, and they can definitely help the club go forward. It will definitely take some time, that's just normal. Hopefully it will happen as soon as possible, but with the games they will experience the difficult moments in the games, the good moments in games. You know, he's talking about Szoboszlai and McAllister and them getting integrated into the squad. They will get better, and we all will understand each other every day much better than we do before. So it's looking exciting in my opinion. Liverpool just need a brilliant defensive midfielder in, and I think then we will look much better. The big question is who will play as the number 6. I think the most likely scenario is Curtis Jones will play as our number 6, and McAllister and Szoboszlai will play either side of him. But that looks like a very attacking midfield. I don't think Thiago or Bajcetic would be fit to start the Chelsea game, but maybe one of them will. We don't know how well they trained. It will be very interesting what kind of midfield Liverpool will field. I think Jurgen Klopp will have to be very smart with their tactics against Chelsea. And that's the thing, something is not right, because Fabrizio Romano has been saying for 3 days that a Chelsea bid is imminent, a Chelsea bid is coming, a Chelsea bid is a matter of hours away, and still, after more than 48 hours have been passed. I mean, Thursday midnight was the deadline, Friday passed, Saturday passed, now it's Sunday noon, and nothing from Chelsea, no official bid submitted for Moises Caicedo. So it's clear, unless Chelsea sell 2 or 3 players, they cannot afford the full wage of Moises Caicedo. I think the best case scenario would be Chelsea complete the Roma Lavia deal, Liverpool complete the Moises Caicedo deal, and then everybody gets one midfielder. Liverpool will be of course the happier, but Todd Bowley is trying to absolutely cheat his way to getting both players. He doesn't care about big losses, he doesn't care about points deductions. He's doing this out of ego, out of spite against Liverpool. I didn't like Chelsea before this saga, but now I absolutely hate them. They have overtaken Man City as my most hated club. I want them to lose every game, and they are an absolutely despicably run club. And Dominik Szoboszlai gave a brilliant interview before the Chelsea game. I came here to help the team, to help the fans, to come back after a season like the season before, to win trophies again. The guys gave me a really warm welcome. So from the first day, everybody was open to help me. From here as well, thank you to them. In the training I try to do my best, in the games as well. So hopefully against Chelsea I can also do my best. Of course, the Premier League is the best league in the world. Liverpool is one of the best clubs in the world, so that's why I came. I want to achieve a lot with this team. Really looking forward and really excited to get started after a great pre-season with some games and minutes in everyone's legs, and I'm really excited to get started. And I'm really excited about Dominik Szoboszlai making his full Liverpool debut. I think McAllister and Szoboszlai will definitely start in midfield. The big question is who will start between them in the number 6 role, in the defensive midfield role. I think it will be Curtis Jones, but if Thiago or Bajcetic, and if any of them are match fit and fully fit, which I highly doubt, they have been in training for 1 week, maybe one of them will start. My money is on Thiago because we definitely need experience. Chelsea have of course a good team with a lot of pace on the counter-attack. Mudryk, Sterling and Jackson are very dangerous front line, but their midfield and defense is pretty weak. They still are working on a lot of transfers, of course, as are Liverpool. But right now, I think Liverpool have a better team. We have a better firepower up front, we have a better midfield, a better defense, and a better goalkeeper than them. I mean, Kepa is getting loaned out, so they will start Sanchez, the Brighton goalkeeper, who's just signed for Chelsea. So Liverpool should be able to be good enough to win this game. But there will be a lot of emotion, a lot of drama in this game. This is probably the most highly anticipated Premier League opener in years, and this is one of the most highly anticipated Chelsea-Liverpool games in years. I think the last time I was this excited for a Chelsea-Liverpool game was when Mourinho and Rafa Benitez went head-to-head in a Champions League semi-final. That happened a couple of times, and Liverpool came out on top, I think twice out of 3 times. And Jurgen Klopp also said that Liverpool's hectic transfer dealings were because we didn't expect Fabinho and Henderson to leave. We expected them, and we planned the Liverpool transfer deals with them in the team. But as soon as Fabinho and Henderson left, Liverpool got a big cash injection of 52 million. That's why we can pay the 110 or 111 million for Moises Caicedo. And that's why we didn't approach Brighton for Moises Caicedo before we sold Fabinho and Henderson, because we didn't have the money to compete with Chelsea. We didn't have 100 million to spend on one player, but now we have. We absolutely have to spend it wisely, either on Caicedo or either on other players. And Jurgen Klopp said, when we lost Fabinho and Henderson, they weren't planned, and we were like, oof, but it is fine. A player with a big role who did not play the whole of last season is Curtis Jones. He had good spells, and also a good preseason for Harvey Elliott. That is where we are coming from. These players have to step up. And on top of that, we brought in McAllister and Szoboszlai. You saw it, really, really good players. Speed, everything you want to have. Speed in mind, or speed in legs, or both. Technique, passing, overview, everything is there. We cannot go through it and say we missed here and there. It's not the biggest squad in the world, that's true. But we had to make a decision in our situation. Do we go for quantity or quality? The only chance we really had was to go for quality, and then we have to stretch things. We don't play in the Champions League and nobody wants to hear it, but for a club like Liverpool, it's a massive blow. It's not cool. In the world we are living in, with teams with endless resources, no one wants to hear that either, but they have different circumstances to Liverpool. They go for it, and we sit there and try to catch up in a good football way. And Jurgen Klopp said that yes, we need a player like Moises Caicedo. It would be really great if we can bring him in. In Stefan Bajcetic, he is now back. We should not forget this. When he played, he was exceptional. Everyone will say, but he's 18. And Jurgen Klopp said about Caicedo on Friday, I would love to talk about it. If someone tells me it is done and dusted, then I would talk about everything. But we don't know yet. Jurgen Klopp thought the medical will be on Friday. The fact that it wasn't was because Caicedo or his agent wanted to wait for Chelsea to get their bid together. But why is Caicedo happy to wait for so long? I don't understand. Why would you want to go to Chelsea instead of Liverpool? Chelsea are an absolute mess. They are an absolute circus. They aren't even in Europe. They finished in 12th place with less than 40 points last season. So it doesn't make sense to choose Chelsea over Liverpool. But maybe because Caicedo has already talked with Chelsea for months on player terms, they promised him probably huge wages and huge bonuses and everything, and the glamour lifestyle of living in London as well. So maybe they turned his head or something. We will wait and see. Jurgen Klopp said the deal is agreed isn't one thing, but so many things in this crazy world can happen. But if our owners really stretch it, then that is a super massive commitment. But we will see what happens. So that's where we stand right now, and I will keep you guys updated. Today, of course, after the Chelsea-Liverpool game, I will have a match preview, a match review and reaction video. Liverpool really need to try and get at Chelsea. We need to also be very, very careful with our high line, because Mudryk, Sterling, Jackson in behind the Liverpool defense, it will be really, really dangerous, and hopefully Liverpool can score more goals than Chelsea. I think there will be goals in this game, but it will be a very, very crazy game with lots of emotion, lots of drama. I'm expecting an absolute blockbuster of a game. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.